those of you who have been following the race for the leadership of the Conservative Party, and of course the leadership of our country as Prime Minister, you can't have missed that one of the main points of difference between the two contenders is taxation. In relation to taxation, Liz Truss says, I would get rid of the increase to national insurance, the health and social care levy as it will be, and I will not implement the proposed rise to corporation tax in 2023. Rishi Sunak says the opposite. I thought it would be worth reminding you, since you might be getting some questions from your clients who run their own businesses, to say that really increase in the rate of corporation tax, how does it work? When's it going to work? Just in case it does get implemented. Well, the increase to the rate of corporation tax is the increase to the main rate of corporation tax. At the moment, we have one rate of corporation tax, which is 19%, whatever your profit level. The proposal is that in April 2023, it's actually in legislation, the increase to the main corporation tax rate will go to 25%, and that main rate will apply to profits over £250,000. The rate of 19%, the current rate, will continue to apply to profits up to £50,000. And here's the thing that not many people may have picked up on. The rate of tax, the effective rate of tax for profits between £50,000 and £250,000 is going to be 26.5%. And that will come about because there will be a marginal rate of relief given to profits between £50,000 and £250,000 to avoid the cliff edge, as it were, that would otherwise exist for profits if they were taxed at 19% up to 50,000 and then 25% after that. Just said, look, there's a gap between 50 and 250,000, and in that gap, profits will qualify for marginal relief. Now, the effect of that is that the profits that fall between 50 and 250,000 will bear an effective rate. This won't be in the legislation, this rate, it won't be stated, but the effective rate will be 26.5%. It's a means of dragging the average rate up on all profits from 19% to 25%. Now, how we get to that 26.5% conclusion is that if you took profits of £50,000 and applied a 19% rate to them, which would be the case on profits up to £50,000 in 2023, the rate of tax of 19% will generate a tax liability of £9,500. Then if you look at the amount of corporation tax that will be payable on profits of £250,000, you will find that the corporation tax that's payable on those profits will be £62,500. So if you've got £9,500 of tax payable on profits up to £50,000 and £62,500 of corporation tax paid on profits of £250,000, the difference is £53,000. The difference in profits is £200,000. So £53,000 expressed as a proportion, a percentage of £200,000 is 26.5%. So every pound that falls between £50,000 and £250,000 is going to generate corporation tax at the effective rate of 26.5%, which means that as financial planners, if you can show businesses a way of reducing their tax bill in relation to profits between £50,000 and £250,000, then you will be saving them tax at 26.5%. All of that, of course, is dependent, the greatness of that idea is all dependent on that change to corporation tax actually taking place. And we won't know for sure whether that is going to be the case until at least after the results of the leadership campaigns and the leadership competition is announced on, I think, the 5th of September. So it's a watch this space for corporation tax until then. But until then, at least hopefully what I've just said hasn't confused you too much, but has given you a reminder of what that change will be if implemented in 2023. There's a lot more detail on this, expressed a lot more coherently actually in our Techlink bulletins on the subject.